Welcome back to episode 2 of the beginner hunting guide right here. We're going to be going over the spotting knowledge, skills, the zeroing, binoculars, and ranging so that we can get you prepared to take that perfect shot on the animal you want to shoot in Hunter Call of the Wild. There are not a lot of resources about how this stuff works in the game, so hopefully we can go ahead and spot a couple of animals down here to go ahead and get us started. I'm going through a couple of binoculars here. Go to my inventory, binoculars. The Vantage are your starting binoculars right here, 8x24. They don't have a built-in range finder, which is fine. You can still use them. You can still zoom in on animals and outline them. It just doesn't tell you how far they are. If you're using these binoculars, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead from where you're standing. After you spot the animal, go ahead and place a way marker down, and that'll let you know it's at 318 right here for me. A way of double checking is if you go to your bottom right when you're on your map, away from your character, if you just hover over that, look at this little metric right down on the very bottom right, and it'll show you exactly how far the center of that icon is. This one's showing at 314, which is pretty close. So we're going to try and move up a little bit. If you notice on the top right, when I outline this animal, this goes into the spotting knowledge, and I can spot any one of these animals over here, and you'll see the same thing on the top right. You'll see that orange bar. It tells you what animal it is. It's a plains bison, 75 to 100 health. He's full health. He's currently drinking. On the very right, he is a class 9 animal. That's that circular icon with the 9. His disposition is calm. The weight is 775 to 987 kilograms. His level is level 3, very easy. And the trophy score on the bottom is 75 to 123. We're going to go ahead and keep this marker up so that I can run in and get a close shot. We're going to stop running. We get to about 200 here. We can see another one across the way. That one is drinking as well. All right, so with your spotting knowledge, if you don't see those things on the top right, what you'll need to do is go to your skills. As you level up, you'll notice 2 different skill branches down here. I have one that's called Ambusher. You will all have that one called Ambusher right here. If you hover over this tier 1, you'll notice spotting knowledge. Information that been gained from the last animal spotted reveals information about health, about the trophy rating, weight of the animal, and how aware it is of nearby threats. This is a very good skill to get early on. It is a precursor to this one, which is sight spotting, which I love, which means you can spot animals and outline them when you're using your scope, so you don't have to switch back to your binoculars. That's a really good one to get. You notice I have 1 in the first one, Scent Tinkerer, the prerequisite. I have 1 in the more the merrier to get that extra cash for every single mission. 3 here, and then I have 1 there. That's usually my number 1 route in getting my skills right here. So we'll go ahead and move up on this bison. I'm hearing a caribou to my left, so I want to be careful here. I think that one's going to go ahead and run away, so we'll keep moving up. I want to get right to about 150 so I can explain zeroing to you. Keep in mind he's still calm. If I walk up within 150, he should get attentive. All right, since he's attentive, I'm going to go flat to the ground. Did you see how it moved on the top right from calm to attentive? Attentive means he definitely knows something's up. So I'm just going to lay down for a second, let him get back to calm. He's good. He doesn't see me. he was starting to hear me and see me from where he was drinking. So I'm going to crouch again. He should be fine. There he is. He's right about 142. The other skill, rather a perk that I want to tell you about, is zeroing, and that is under your rifles. So if I go to perks on the left, go to my rifle skills right here, zeroing is a skill that you get, or rather a perk that you get very later on. Think about your mid-teen levels. If you only do rifles, it'll allow you to zero short and zero long. When you're aiming by default, this is specifically geared out to you new players. Your rifle, let's see, when I pull out my rifle here, we're using the 7mm. Notice on the very bottom right where it says 150. Right above that where it says hit F to change my zeroing. Since I have those perks, I can 0 to 75 for a short range. I can 0 to 300 for a long range. But right now I'm going to focus on 150 because this bison is 142 meters away. All of your rifles are going to be zeroed for 150. What that means is that if the bison is at 150, your crosshairs are at 150. When you pull the trigger, the bullet is going to land right at the center of those crosshairs, 150 meters away. So since you're defaulted to 150, what you want to do is approach the animal, be in a range of 150 right here. Then you're going to want to take the shot. And it will hit the animal perfectly. That animal will drop and you'll get the kill. So keep in mind that all of your rifles are zeroed for 150. We'll explain further zeroing shots later on. When we get there, towards basic shooting and intermediate shooting, if an animal's charging you, just sidestep it like this. You'll be fine. Just move to the side, it'll drop. But we'll explain zeroing in a later episode here under the basic shooting guide. I think it's the next one, actually. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching the video on ranging, zeroing, and using your binoculars. And I will see you next time.